My jealous best friend, Amelia, ruined my relationship just a month after a colorful engagement. Full story. Before we start, please follow, like, and share this TikTok page. You can also subscribe to the YouTube channel linked at the bio. I once thought true love was invincible, until betrayal came wrapped in a friendship. Her name was Amelia. She had been my confidant for more than 6 years, my favorite brunch partner, the one who helped me choose outfits before important dates. I confided in her about my secrets, my aspirations, and sadly, my joy. I was head over heels for Archer. He was my perfect match, my guardian, my companion. Archer was the boyfriend every girl dreams of. Tall, warm-hearted, smart. He was the type who'd warm your feet in bed, the guy who remembered your cycle and showed up with dark chocolate and cozy socks. He planned unexpected trips, left sweet notes in my bag, sent flowers, just because, and once filled our living room with candles to simply say, I love you. On my 27th birthday, he arranged for my mom to come visit from out of state, just to see me shed joyful tears. He was caring, romantic, and generous. Without knowing it, I shared everything with Amelia. Every present, every kiss, every sweet moment that made my heart flutter. I thought I was spreading happiness. I didn't realize I was feeding her envious heart. She'd throw subtle jabs from time to time. Isn't it a bit premature for you both to be so serious? Are you positive he isn't hiding anything? Guys like him, they're too good to be true. But I dismissed her, convincing myself that it was just Amelia being herself. I thought my sunshine could overshadow her shadows. When I turned 28, Archer proposed to me. We had been in a relationship for 4 years. He surpassed all expectations. Archer organized a rooftop dinner under a starlit sky with a string quartet and our families quietly watching in the background. As he knelt down, fireworks illuminated the dark. It felt like a dream. With tears in my eyes, I said yes, and everyone cheered. I caught Amelia's gaze. She smiled, but it didn't reach her eyes. At the time, I failed to notice the implications of her reactions. About a month later, my universe collapsed. Our eager texted me. Just one line. We are done. Do not contact me. No calls, no explanations. My heart sank. My hands shook. I called him, again and again. Texted. Nothing. I reached out to Amelia, weeping uncontrollably. She responded calmly and supportively, even feigning surprise at Archer's sudden change of heart. Oh my God, I can't believe it. What happened? Maybe he's just getting wedding jitters. She comforted me as I cried. She brought ice cream. She played the role of the supportive friend perfectly. But I was broken. My world had ceased to function. We had wedding plans set, venues secured, my dress chosen. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. The man I loved had abandoned me after his grand proposal in front of our families. Finally, after a week of silence, Archer agreed to meet me. He was cold and distant, untouched by my pain or desperation for closure. He was not the person I once knew. I can't marry someone who lies to me and conceals her past, he stated flatly. What are you saying? I do not understand. Which past did I conceal from you? I responded, taken aback. He tossed a folder onto the table. Inside were screenshots, deceitful messages, and altered images. Someone had spun a web of deception, claiming I had once cheated on Archer with an ex. The person suggested I had gotten pregnant and terminated it in secrecy, and that I used men for their money. They had even forged a DM conversation of me mocking Archer behind his back. The evidence seemed so real. I was shocked. I had never cheated on Archer. I certainly had never been pregnant for anyone before. I could never imagine mocking Archer behind his back. I loved and respected him too much. Worst of all this, Archer had bought those lies and fabrications. I had no chance at defending myself. The same man who proclaimed he trusted me completely broke that trust in an instant. That day crushed me. I tried to defend myself. He could not believe anything I said. His bitterness had turned him blind to reason. He was angry, disappointed, and heartbroken. He refused to tell me where he got that file from, saying he was not going to break confidence. He added that all that mattered was that he had found out the truth about me before it was too late. He said he did not want to see me anymore. I was heartbroken. Amelia took to her comforting role seriously. She brought me tea, sat beside me, pretended to resent him for causing me pain. Behind the scenes, she was messaging Archer, trying to soothe him now, attempting to date him, but he was too hurt, too broken. He turned her down firmly. Archer became a man who lost faith in love altogether. 4 months passed. I mourned the lose of Archer's love like someone had died. Time was a healer. I was beginning to recover. Gradually. I could, however, not quite beat the emptiness that sometimes engulfed me every time I missed Archer. I had so many questions. Who could want me and Archer to separate so badly to fabricate such lies? Then one day, unexpectedly, karma sought to vindicate me. Everything was revealed to all of us. We were attending a birthday party of one of Amelia's family members. Both I and my ex-boyfriend Archer were invited. I had not seen him since our last meeting 4 months ago. He acknowledged my presence with a quick nod when our eyes met, but avoided me for the rest of the evening. The party was great. Everybody was having fun. At around 10 p.m., one of Amelia's cousins, Sandra, was almost kicked out of the party after having one too many. She was loud and unruly. Amelia left our table and approached Sandra to warn her to behave herself. That triggered her into a shocking revelation. Sandra shouted at her for all to hear. "You shut up! At least I'm not so jealous to fabricate lies about my best friend just to separate her with her boyfriend." The room was silent. My eyes sought out Archer. Archer's eyes were on me then quickly to Amelia and Sandra. "What did you say? Repeat what you just said," I heard him say to Sandra. He was moving to where Sandra and Amelia were. His eyes were desperate. Sandra went on to reveal that Amelia had hired someone to generate fake photos of me and my ex to deceive Archer into dumping me. She went on to reveal that the entire file had been doctored. She mocked Archer for being so gullible. She accused Amelia of being jealous of me. She even provided the name of the guy Amelia had hired to help ruin my relationship. By that time, I was standing next to Amelia, my body frozen in shock, my heart breaking to pieces, tears in my eyes. I faced Amelia and asked her to tell me the truth. The whole room was watching. Archer, her family, our friends, some members of my family, our work colleagues. Trapped, she finally broke. Tears rolled down her cheeks, but her voice held no guilt. She uttered, "You two paraded your perfect love in front of me every day, as if my loneliness was a joke, as if I didn't matter. Maybe I was tired of always being the third wheel while you flaunted your fairy tale." Archer turned pale. I was left speechless. I couldn't cry anymore. The room gasped in shock. I left the party blinded by tears and shock. Archer tried to follow me, tried to apologize. I could hear none of it. He kept making efforts. Oh, how he tried. He came to my apartment every few days. He pleaded. He apologized. He even brought his parents to mine to advocate for him. But I was done. I couldn't overlook the fact that he accepted a lie without ever even considering the possibility that my truth was the only truth. His trust in me was so superficial. I stayed away from him, making it clear I was not interested in getting back to where we were. I was only happy the truth had come to light. 3 years later, I met an amazing man on a trip to Italy. I connected with Leo deeply over cuisine, bookstores, and a mutual affection for sunsets. He proposed to me on the Amalfi Coast after 6 months of dating. I accepted. Today I am wed. Contented. We are expecting our first child. Archer still texts me on my birthday. Still apologizing, still filled with regret. Amelia is still alone. Still resentful. Still blaming everyone but herself. I learned that jealousy can disguise itself as friendship. That trust must be earned and safeguarded. And that sometimes the worst betrayal paves the way to the most beautiful love story. Because while disloyalty shattered me, it didn't defeat me.